Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert Bobi Wine yayogera nti General Museveni family na buli muntu yenna amulya mu ngalo olunaku lujja kuca lumu beevume ekyabaleeta mu Uganda bateekwa kulatondeka nnyuma nga badduka ekibambulira era n'ategeeza nti ye ebintu bye agenda bikola mu ngeri ya labadaba style ate agenda kulabisa paka General Museveni nga yeeyambudde ensi yonna emutegeere. Kati abazungu bangi badde bujjo bawagira General Museveni nga mpokera omulidi gw'ensimbi naye nga yabatimba bbula yababikka bbula nga tamanyi muntu omutuufu yani. Wabula okujja kwa Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert Bobi Wine kwakyusa ebintu era kati abazungu abaali basuuta n'okubiyita General Kaguta Museveni kati ate be batandise ddala n'okwongeramu amaanyi okulaba nga ava ku ntebe eyo kwakajjadde okubonyabonya bannayuganda. Tukimanyi President Kyagulanyi yateeka omusango mu kkooti y'ensi yonna ya ICC era n'awayo obujulizi abantu abawera ddala 212 ate waliwo ne banka y'ensi yonna okuba nti yasazaamu obutaddamu kuwola General Museveni musimbi nagumu era ne America yagobye General Museveni mu katale k'obusuubuzi ka AGOA kati General Museveni gakaba gakomba. Waliwo nno abazungu abakulu ababede ab'ebitiibwa abayigirize abakabi ba professor abayinginiya abadokita balooya abeyongedde okwegatta ku bannayuganda okulanga balwana wamu nabo okujja General Museveni mu ntebe. Waliwo abasazeewo nti okufa n'obutanyagwa tebagenda kusamuka paka gavumenti ya General Museveni egudde asitaba nga balwamu ne bannayuganda. Kati nno gye tuli abazungu bataamye dda batabuse dda bagamba ekiba kibe General Museveni alina okuvamu entebe kuba tebagimulonderanga mu bannayuganda balonderamu Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert Bobi Wine. Kale katugende buzungu eno tubifune ensonga oziwulire abazungu nga bwe bakaaye era nga bwe benyiddwa General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni bwe yabakeeta n'abatuukira ddala ewala.
Strategist of peaceful revolutions, most active in Uganda with the People Power movement. And our goal is to replace dictatorship with democracy. In these Saturday protests, we come together to brainstorm about tactics, about strategy, about how to organize ourselves, to make it possible that we empower the people and we defeat the bloody dictatorship. It's a genocidal dictatorship that has caused several genocides within the African continent and continues to brutally oppress its citizens in Uganda. With these sessions, I encourage you to focus on implementing the victorious strategies of peaceful revolution. So what are the 6 phases all revolution need? 1 is to know your opponent, to have the intelligence. Know yourself, know your opponent, and know the population. If you know this, you will be most effective to take away the population from the dictatorship towards the side of the people. To do this, to unify the people, to unite them, you need a strong, compelling vision of tomorrow. What is your vision of Uganda? If you don't have a vision of Uganda, you are not able to lead people towards that vision. Finally, even though you have the intelligence, you have the vision, you need capacity to fight. If you don't have the capacity to fight, the most organized group will always win, the army or the state. So we have to become even more organized than the army. With organization, we have to focus our resources to make sure that we allocate our time, our space, our human and material resources as effectively as possible. We have to innovate our strategy. Strategy is all about minimizing the resources of the opponent and making sure our resources are there at the correct moment to defeat the opponent. We need to use deception to outsmart the police, to ensure that every time we organize something, we overwhelm and deceive the opponent. We need to select and perfect the ideal tactics. There are more than 400 non-violent tactics. We need to study them and use the most appropriate at the correct time. Finally, we need to handle transition. If we don't do this well, if we don't prepare parallel institutions, a new Uganda during the struggle, we will be too late. If we allow a power vacuum to happen, the most organized group, the military, will take over. We have seen this before in Egypt, in Sudan, in Algeria. So we need to do something no other movement has done before us. We need to complete the unfinished revolution we have seen in Africa. We need to not only focus on dethroning the dictator, we need to abolish the colonial inherited system that keeps the dictators from coming back. So all of these lessons are essential in our Uganda is Bleeding Saturday protest, and I wish you a very fruitful session today, and I see you soon again in one of the Revolution Masterclasses. People power is our power, and we can liberate Uganda and afterwards Africa. Good luck and see you all soon. Bye.
Thank you.
But those who can and have planned, we big up you all. All I can say is we need to continue where we left off. I thought, yes, we do fight week in, week out, but toward the end of the year, we did really have a good month for us. For those in the UK, we got to see our president anyway, yeah. And let's hope this year is even better on all fronts. I've just seen our chapter leaders posted on Twitter a piece of article regarding this Anita Among coming to the UK. Yeah? And I said we welcome her not nicely, but we give her a piece of our mind. Same as we gave her namesake, was Anita, when they came for a trade show. Yeah, we did make some good noise, and we hope to do the same, even worse this year. We're going to make her trip here a nightmare, and we'll expose the double standards of these parliaments all over the world. Yeah. Let's keep an eye out on that, because I'm not good at remembering these things in advance. So hopefully I'll get to organize myself on that one. I hand back the mic for now. Let's get some feelers in. Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother, for that. Yes, UK, I hope you're prepared to welcome, in quotes or brackets, to welcome her. Thank you so much. Yes, I salute you all. I see Henry, Comrade Ismail, yes, are you available? I see Joe, salute you guys. Doreen, Madways, Ben, please do request for the mic. Comrade Ismail, how are you?
I'm all right. Thank you very much, Comrade. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi. Happy New Year to you. I will enable the videos. I had disabled them.
Yes, Happy New Year to everybody. Yes, like how Comrade just said, yes, this year has started already in high gear, if I must say this. And I feel like there's a lot of distractions going around. For me personally, I can barely keep up. One day we're talking about the budget, then this is happening, then there's the shooting, and then there's something else that's happening. Yeah, but we gotta keep track. Gotta keep track of what's going on. Wishing you a happy new year. I'll be on. I'm just getting ready now, switching on my laptop, and then I'll be tuning in. Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother. Comrade Madways, good to see you. Usually you're so busy working. Oh my God, we salute you and thank you so much for all the work that you continue to do. Thank you so much, comrade. Pleasure working with you. Mr. Kato, good to see you. How are you? I think we missed our New Year prayer. Mr. Kato, I don't know if you want to come in, and it doesn't kill to have a second prayer or a second word from you. How are you, Captain?
Happy New Year. I think
Happy New Year to you.
I'm sure the prayer has already gone, and God has listened to the prayer.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. But we want to hear from you, and then we'll be listening to Madways as well. Thank you. Speak to us.
Yeah, I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody. This is a new year. I don't know whether you've seen a poll organized and by our brother and our friend Van der Sar, Eric, and 60% of the people voted this is going to be our year. And it will be a year but our country will be liberated, and everything that the locust has taken will be restored, and so that is hope for us. And one thing I want to encourage people, there is a song I heard recently. In this song, the lyric says, I might have mountains that I cannot move. I might have rivers that I cannot cross. But so long as I have Jesus, that's it. So the rest is Jesus's problem. It's not your problem. The mountains that you are seeing, it's not your problem. It's Jesus's problem. And let us leave it to God. And God, he will solve it, because he's bigger than all our problems. He's bigger than all those challenges that you're seeing. And I just pray that that is the hope that will encourage us to move forward as Ugandans to liberate our country. Focus on Jesus. So, Dorcas, that is my message, and I'm really looking forward to this new year and seeing what God is going to do.
Thank you. Yes, and we know nothing is too big for God to do, eh? Thank you so much, brother, for that message. And let's have our eyes or our hearts opened. Let us not be a people that do not want to listen. Let us be able to take a message and really soak in. Let us get acting. We must take action. We must want to be free. We must. If you're unable to speak, pray about it. Do something. Let's all take action. Thank you so much, brother. I believe, yes, something is taking place this year. We have to think it and believe it. Thank you so much, brother, for that message. And also, we do have lots of demonstrations that we should be unveiling this year. We are going to take action, lots of action in the UK. So hopefully I should see you on ground very soon, brother. Thank you. Yes, comrades. Yes, Madways, I think I saw you. I hope you're available. Please speak with us. If you have a protest message as well, please let us have that message. Yes, let's hear from you, Madways. Let me make you co-host in case you want to share. I don't know if you want to share your screen or anything. Yes, brother, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone.
Hi, brother. Happy New Year to you.
I want to first thank everyone for the consistency, the resilience. The struggle is not yet over, but I have hope. This is our year. We have done a lot of talking the past years. Let's make this year a year of actions. Thank you, everyone. The struggle continues. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, brother. And of course, thank you so much for all that you're doing on ground and the diaspora. There's so much that you do. We salute you for all that you do. Yes, thank you so much. And of course, like you've said, the struggle, it has only just begun. I said this last time. People may think, oh, we've demonstrated enough, we've worked really hard. No, the struggle has only just started, and you have got to get re-energized. Let's empower ourselves and let's go. And the whole purpose of this Zoom is actually to tell you we have to keep the fire burning. There is no getting exhausted. So once again, our unwavering commitment, and of course, we are here to tell you we are very determined. We are not going to give up. This is a non-violent method that we use, and we know we will have success. Yes, brother, do you have a message for the youth, for the young people? Also a message in Luganda, you can mix it up. Thank you. Oh, sorry, you're muted. Oh, okay, yeah.
Because message is okuyisaawo nti bannayuganda abavubuka bannange yonna wonna wooli temugwamu maanyi ensolo ku kizigo kweri nga bwe kyogera batugamba mu Luganda nti ensolo ku kisigo weri. We have hope. Tulaba buli kimu kye bakola kati batagala butagazi, bakitagalira mu butagalizi. So let's keep the fire burning. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, brother, because right now is not the time to give up. And you know, when you're almost at the finish line, that is when you feel exhausted the most. So let us not tire, let us not despair, because now is not the time to give in. We have to fight. You know, we have to reinstate our constitution. We have to reinstill human rights. Our rights have been stolen. You know, the people of Uganda are abducted on a daily basis. Every day, people are abducted, tortured, raped, murdered. Daily. We just saw the other day somebody was shot, and then the person that is holding all the evidence drives off, you know, and he's not even arrested or even taken for questioning. If anything, is just being protected. So who is killing our people in Uganda? We have to question, but at the same time, let us take action. We cannot ask for mercy from the terrorists. We have to go work hard, take our freedom, and let's work and take our rights back, take our country back. We have to fight for our freedom. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to today's session. We have this session every Saturday, and we will not tire, we will not stop until we are free. Thank you so much, Madways, for your message. Yes, and I'm sure you'll be back with some tweets. Let's share tweets in the platform. This is a protest, ladies and gentlemen. We are not having any entertainment. So if you're looking for entertainment, I think you might have to tune somewhere else. Let's share ideas and let us ensure that we pass on that message. We want to speak to the international community. We want to tell them that they continue to fund terrorism in Uganda. Museveni is a terrorist. Guys, if you go to check it up in your dictionary, look up the word terrorist, then you will know who Museveni is. So we've got to tell them they're dealing with the terrorists. They're funding terror or terrorism in Uganda, and that's unacceptable. The human rights have been abused. Everything, people are dying, and they continue to do business as usual with a terrorist. So let us speak to the international community or whoever cares to listen. Yes, the mic is going round. Show us your protest. Oh, Madways, where is he? This is Chibalama. Madways, I will unmute you. Let's hear from you. I know there is a protest. We are demanding for Chibalama is a missing person. And of course, there's been so many other missing people. We know there's a list of 18, but there's many other Ugandans that are missing. So where are the people? Where are our people? Yes, Madways, do you want to speak a little bit more on your
Sorry, can I
protest
add
message?
something?
Because can you forget
Yes.
let us not be diverted with the fake news that are coming on every day, every now and then. They are trying to divert us from the real cause. Let's resume demanding for our missing people, wherever you are, in Uganda, in diaspora. Tuva ku mulamwa gwaffe tubanje abantu baffe, the missing 18 people and all other people, I mean political prisoners, nabo tubabanje bave mu makomera. Even the 18 people, they confirm that they have. Gwe guba omulamwa, batusimba essira. You know, byonna bye baleetawo, the shootings are fake, they are not there. Bandigambye to demanding the arrest of the eyabuzizza obujulizi, but it will not happen. But let's demand for the missing people. Let's demand for the missing 18 people and all the political prisoners bave mu makomera. Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother, for that. Yes, we must demand, and actually, we will be putting tweets out because it looks like we are speaking to a brick wall, and we know that this terrorist is not going to have any mercy. So I think collectively, Ugandans, we've got to join forces and demand from Museveni to step down. He must go, because I am very sure, I actually think he's not going to release our people. So I think it is best that we get rid of him, or he steps down, and then we will be able to have our freedom. We'll be putting tweets out to ensure that we take action today, and be ready to amplify sound, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, brother, for that message. I'm sure you'll be back. Yes, Mr. Lukwago, good to see you. How are you? How are you, brother? You should be able to have your video if you so wish. Yes, Mr. Lukwago, you're speaking in a muted mic. We don't hear you. I see you're unmuted, but I can't hear you. Yes, Mr. Lukwago.
Maybe his network is not good.
Mr. Lukwago, are you speaking to us? We can't hear you. Hey, tetukuwulidde. We can't hear you, Mr. Lukwago. Okay. So we'll mute you for a bit as you sort out your network. Yes, Ismail, I think your mic was going, and if you're available, do speak to us. Joe, I see you there. I don't know if you're in a position to speak. Yes, Mr. Lukwago, can you speak now? If you're using a headset, I suggest that you use your gadget direct, because we don't hear you. We now hear a bit of...
Am I audible?
Yes, you're now loud and clear, Mr. Lukwago. Lico Business, how are you? Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year too. Only that where I'm here, so much noise. I can't listen to what you are saying.
Oh, okay. If you get earphones, you should be able to hear clearly. You know, when
That's
you're
why I've not
surrounded.
been keeping in, because of the noise.
Okay.
But how are you?
We are fine. Happy New Year to you. We can hear you now.
Okay.
What's your message to the comrades? you're on ground. What is your message to all the activists and to all the Ugandans? What's your message?
To be focused, to remain focused, not to be overtaken by the diversion. Is actually the only solution is to the diversion, opposition to come up with different fronts, okay? Fronts that demand those who were abducted and kidnapped. A front that should tackle Museveni's exploitative policies, okay? A front that should tackle the likes of Bujingo. Those people come up with diversions. Now, somebody was killed, okay? But a lot of confusion, disbelief, discontent within the population. But people cannot capitalize on that to infect something. Institutions were all destroyed. Now police will investigate, but you are saying the victim of Ujingo is the one giving the police what to say to the public. Police is speaking, Ujingo is speaking. But a person died. We don't know how he was killed. Okay? So who's fooling who? So if at all we have a vibrant opposition, such things would not be what? Happening. So let opposition divide itself into two fronts. Yeah? Activists must come up in a way that can mobilize all Ugandans for a good cause. Because at the end of the day, the Museveni's media hegemony is overtaking us. While we are now in the technological advancement where we can sort out such things, not to happen anymore. In a civilized country or democratic country, Bujingo would be in the prison, actually would be behind the bars. But why is he outside? Yeah? Somebody was killed. But the gentleman is still outside, not being arrested. Coming up with cooked up evidences, what and what. So, my message to the population this year is to be serious. Okay? Do not wait Bobi Wine to do for you what your fathers failed to do. Instead, you have the capacity to do what you expect from Bobi Wine. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, brother. And people have to be reminded, Bobi Wine is not fighting for himself. You know, Ugandans, what has happened? You know, you're Ugandan first. So forget all these political parties. Let us fight for our freedom, you know, and let's rally behind the person that we do believe, His Excellency, Mr. Kyagulanyi, I believe, has opened the eyes of many. And personally, I speak from experience. I actually was the type who would tell you I do not want to hear anything to do with politics, but now I want to know, because hell no, I'm tired of fools governing us. I'm tired of murderers running down our nation. So we, the sober people, have got to rise up, take action. Whether you don't have to have a fancy office or a fancy education to be concerned about your nation. You know, there's a thief that is busy plundering or looting all the resources in our country. He's killing our people. He's killing people. People are being abducted. People's land is grabbed, you know, and people are in jail for flimsy, for no crime, you know. So why are we silent? And why should we let thieves govern us? You sober-minded people, you must rise up. You must wake up. Now is the time. Mr. Kyagulanyi, rally behind him and let us get that change. Thank you so much, Mr. Lukwago. That is the beauty of this protest. You can join it from wherever you are, whether you're on holiday, you're at work. Right now you're working and you're able to join the Zoom. So let us not have excuses. I'm busy, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Let us take action because we can discuss. Thank you so much for your message, and let us not give them a chance to divert us It's one diversion after another, you know, so let us not be diverted. We must remain focused. We want that Uganda. We must free Uganda. We want our freedom. Thank you so much, brother. Hopefully we hear from you again. And thanks for all that you do. Good business, good year, Mr. Lukwago. Yes, Ismail, who has a protest message, please put it on the screen. We are going round. Yes, Ismail or Joe, do come in. I think you can come in anytime. Yes, yes, Ismail, I see your mic, or Joe, do come in. Thank you.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, but we can't see you. I can put something on the screen. Are you okay?
So I just shared in a group in a chat. Somebody wrote a tweet saying 50 people have been killed by Uganda Revenue Authority in the West Nile in 2023. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw something, and I saw
In the
you
chat.
worry something West Nile is bleeding. Yeah.
Yes, so we're trying to get obviously the names of those individuals. I know I have a few of them, but not the full list, and we're trying to get a full list. But it's shocking because these people, apparently they've been accused of smuggling goods between Uganda and Congo, somewhere like that. And instead of arresting them and then taking them to court, they're just shooting them and killing them. So that's 50 people. And also this has happened in Busia as well. There's also those cases there. And I don't know who gave them the rights to shoot and kill Ugandans whenever they feel like, for smuggling sugar or things like that. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, so comrade, yes, thank you so much. Yes, sorry, I was laughing at the soap because I just remembered this advert of that soap, and one of our comrades made this. So I don't know if you're seeing the screen. Yes, Ismail, what you share is really sad. So many Ugandans, like I said, are being murdered every day. Every day Ugandans are murdered in cold blood, and we continue to keep quiet. We continue to watch the dictator treat us anyhow. You know, he's so ruthless, and we've just decided to go to bed. We've just decided to sleep. Why? So, comrades, today we are not having a guest. We are going to discuss. You, the power, have got people. I'm trying to get the people power word up for you. You, the people, have power. Together we can. You know, it will take the people power to get rid of that dictator. Yes, thank you so much, Ismail. Ismail, we, of course, I know we need to put something together. Comrades, we need information. Do email Uganda is Bleeding at gmail.com, or you go to our website and send us a note. Those names Ismail is asking for, you can share that information with us. Yes, who has a protest message for us? Joe, I think you can come in. I don't know if you're available. Oh, there you are. Yes.
Thank you, Comrade Docus. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, compatriots from wherever you're listening in from. Happy New Year to you all. I'm very optimistic that this is going to be a year of redemption, a year of deliverance. All the signs are pointing to that, and this is because we've done a very good job. We've exposed and isolated the dictator. Right now, he's enjoying the status of being the pariah. So, but of course, more needs to be done, ladies and gentlemen. And as I speak now, we in Sweden, new Swedish chapter, we're very we're working on demonstrations that are going to sync with other with demonstrations across Europe, in particularly in Austria, in France, in Netherlands, in Germany, and in Denmark. So we have about 6 demonstrations going on at the same time, and that is going to be on the 13th of January. So this is going to help to diffuse the diversions that the dictator is trying to unleash in order to deflect attention from from the real issues of human rights violations, and more so our demands for the missing 18, our demands for all political prisoners, and our demands, for our freedoms and our and our rights. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what is going to happen, and I'm sure this is it's going to be a big bang. Just imagine, we shall get the attention that that we need to address these issues and amplify the causes that we've been fighting for. Again, in our fight, in our attempt, in our effort to redeem, to liberate our country, we know sanctions are being applied, and of course, sanctions can be discussed. The merits and the demerits of sanctions can always be discussed, but I think they achieve some. They achieve some. They've achieved something, so to say. But furthermore, we need to help these governments. For example, the government of the USA. Let's help to identify and map out all the collaborators of this regime. We're looking at, yes, of course, the government. We're looking at the ministers. We're looking at the security, but also let's not forget people like musicians, many of whom are collaborators of this regime. They should also be pointed out. We're looking at the clergy, those who are hands in glove with the regime. We should point them out. We're looking at the NRM party officials. We're looking at businessmen, those who are very close to those whose business survives because of their closeness to the dictatorship. So let's identify these people. Many of them have properties. Many of them have their children living or studying or working in the US and Canada. Let's map out, let's get the details of these people. That is, this is how we're going to make any association with the regime costly. When they begin losing their properties, when their children are dismissed or sent away from these universities, most of them are attending these Ivy colleges and universities or institutions of higher learning. So that is when they're going to find it really, really that, it is costly to support and prop up a system that is very murderous, that is very destructive to the rights and the interests of Ugandans. So that this is something that we can do, because these people are our relatives. We know them, because the members of our community, members of our church, we can get this information. Please, that information can safely be safely be sent to us, and then we use it. The other way and of course, what this is going to do is it is going to help to cause cracks in the NRM system or in the regime, because now people are going to realize that they don't have to. It is costing them. So supporting Museveni is going to come at a cost, and many of them are going to distance themselves. And that is how Museveni is going to be ultimately isolated, because it's going to be costly to be associated with Museveni. This is a drive we can all do. This is something that we should start doing. Furthermore, we could use, we've spoken about this, remittances. I think this is now the time for us, the people in the diaspora, to put on hold end projects that we've been doing. At least for the next 3 to 6 months, let's not send money home. Let's defer all our projects. This is going to help to cripple the economy. By the way, the economy is already on its knees, as a matter of fact. So it is just that finishing touch that needs to be done. But we can do this together. We are working on mobilizing the people of the Middle East to really withhold their remittances so that no money flows into the economy. And this is going to be very, very, very effective, I can tell you. And I really think finally, the students have been too quiet, too dormant, too docile. It is time they really rose up. All the revolutions that have taken place, they've happened courtesy of student participation and involvement. Our students, I think, yes, have been on a break. It is time now they really, really came out and played their role. They should be at the forefront. They are the vanguard. So we expect more actions from the students. And if they wake up one day and decide Museveni will not even spend an extra second in power, he would just go. So we would like to see students playing a much, much more active role. And finally, this year, we also expect more from elected members of parliament, elected officials, not just members of parliament, but all elected officials. And I really think with the new leader of opposition, I think the prospects look good. So we really want the fight to be taken out of parliament. Parliament has played its role. Now they should take the mobilization to the people. They should go back to the constituencies and really mobilize the people to demand for the missing 18, to demand for all political prisoners, and to demand for our prisons to reclaim our rights, our spaces. I think this is, if we do this and maybe a few some other actions, this would truly be a year of redemption, a year of deliverance. Thank you very much, Comrade Dorcas. I yield the mic. Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother. And of course, for all you do, thank you. And Happy New Year to you. It's good to know that you've revived the chapter, the Swedish chapter. That's really good. Thank you so much. We salute you. And of course, your work on the Middle East, we cannot go without saying thank you. Thank you for all the years of fighting for the innocent Ugandans that have been sold off. And I say sold off because it is deliberate. These young people have been sold off. Their organs are being harvested. So many are returned dead in caskets. And we've continued to just watch as a nation. You know, the young people die every day. 5 on average, Joe, I think it's 3 to 5 young ladies that are returned from the Middle East to Uganda. And we cannot just say only 3, because even 1 is way too many. Every day, somebody is being returned dead. Yet they went through all the testing before they were taken to the Middle East to work. It is deliberate by the regime. Could you speak a little bit about that and let people know that it is deliberate by the regime to actually sell off our brothers and sisters and get rid of them as they enjoy our nation? Yes, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Comrade Dorcas. Ladies and gentlemen, the question of labor, the question of the so-called labor externalization, and that was meant to create job opportunities, has dismorphed into hardcore human trafficking, as a matter of fact, and which is very, very sad. And this is for various reasons. But first of all, the legal framework is so weak that it cannot enforce most of the terms that we agreed upon. So we find that the so-called recruitment agencies who are supposed to oversee the rights and the welfare of the migrant workers, these recruitment agencies lack capacity, they lack political will, they lack resources to follow up on most of the cases. So what happens is that once an immigrant has been handed over to the host recruitment agencies, they become effectively property, first of all, of the recruitment agency, and then, of course, they are passed on to the employer, who has all the rights over these people. They withdraw their passports. They can withhold their salaries. They can deny them food. They can deny them treatment. And they have no agents to turn to for mediation or for protection. So they are the mercy of the Arabs, and in many cases that is why they become victims of either human organ trafficking, or they become victims of abuse. Many things happen. And this is where we come in to do, first of all, outreach work, where we try to sensitize them about their rights and empower them so that they can fight. And as a matter of fact, to date, many of them can really fight for themselves. And we have created mechanisms, even when we're not there. They themselves, they can call these employers and the demand for the freedom of their sisters who might be in trouble, and eventually they get freed. So this is what we've told them. But above all, we've been able to intervene in very critical situations where people's lives have been at danger, danger or at risk of being harmed. So to date, we've been able to rescue over 200 lives, 200 girls, that is, and we continue to do that. However, of course, given the sheer volume of numbers that are being sent to the Middle East, we cannot attend to all the calls. So we
go on. Am I audible enough?
Yes, you are audible. But
yeah,
okay.
I thank you. I thank.
Doctors, check Doctors, check your gadgets if by accident. It's only yours that is open, apparently.
That's right. But I'm not sharing.
Oh, by the way,
Aisha Munyami.
Okay, good. Oh, okay. Who is that? By the way, please close your mic.
It's Aisha.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll take care of that situation. Thank you.
Aisha.
Okay. I think we will not be distracted, comrades. Whoever has plans, I think better find a different Zoom, because we remain steadfast and we will not be distracted. So I'm going to disable your videos, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll disable other things so that we do not get disturbed.
Yeah, this is deliberate. This is deliberate, yes.
Yeah, so MH, I don't know, was Joe, who is MH?
MH, please. No, I don't know who MH is. MH, are you able to speak?
Hello, am I audible now? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, just that we're having this distraction from somebody.
Okay, I thank you very much. I'm called Mokisha Hafidhu, and I'm the deputy chairperson of the European chapter. I'm glad to be here on behalf of my committee and all the people. The issue that is being discussed here is very vital, because me, myself, have ever been to the Middle East for over 5 years. I witnessed this happen. And I want to give you something that you people don't know. One time I was in office and I could see people from the Uganda revenue, or these people who collect, is it NSSF? They came to the United Arab Emirates, to the company, to know how many employees were in that company so that they can get money from their salaries. So this is a hidden agenda, and some people don't know about it, that NSSF really gets money even if you're in diaspora, especially in the Middle East. I don't know how it works, but I got to see that. So we should be more vigilant that they take money. And we should think about the fact that these companies are really, they are companies owned by government officials like Kahindo Tafide. He owns labor export companies. So that this means it is their companies. And right now he's the Minister of Internal Affairs. It means anything that we will ask for, we won't get it, because these people are the ones who benefit more by taking people there. They are in the middle of all these sagas. So we should think about this very straightforward. Another thing I want us to see right now, time has started for election engineering. That's why you see a lot of saga is happening in Kampala. That's why you see a lot of saga is happening in the world. So we as the National Unity Platform, or we as people who are seeking for change, we should be more united. For example, what I saw at the headquarters, seeing Mugisha Muntu and Besigye and our principal Chagulanyi in that same meeting, it gave me hope. So we should be of more wisdom. We should be more united at this particular moment, because we don't have enough time to do this. So I believe we as the people, especially we in the diaspora, we have a long part to play in this thing by creating such things like what we're doing today, so that they can go viral, so that all chapters in diaspora can sit on the same table and discuss things that are going to work out, rather than, according to what I was seeing times before, everyone is playing his own part. Our end goal is to remove the dictator, no matter what. Our end goal is to stop what is happening in our motherland. We should have a common goal. We should share tactics. We as the leaders in diaspora, we as the leaders in Uganda, we as the leaders of NUP elsewhere we are, all the political parties that are seeking for change in our country. People are suffering. That is the truth. I was in the Dubai, and there is a place where the trains stop. Young girls give birth and put babies into sacks, and they throw them into dustbins. They are being utilized, exploited sexually. In labor, they're being exploited. A lot of things are happening. But recently, when I was watching, now, we in the Europe and the Americans, the leaders of opposition there are trying very much that Museveni and his people are not getting anything from there. They're getting sanctions. Now Museveni is running to the Middle East, whereby recently I saw that UTL was given, an Arab is the one who is given a lot of stakes into the Uganda telecommunication. So it means there is a shift of things here. So for example, we in the Europe, we in the USA, we should work to help the people in the Middle East. I believe Madam Patricia Mugisha has a representative in this meeting. If not, she should always be on the same level with us in the moments of planning and think how best we can do this. When I go back to the country Uganda, I was there and I was in the universities. Our young people who go into university politics are either imprisoned. If not imprisoned, they are sent away from these universities. I watched it at the university in Kampala, whereby an NUP leading guild president won the election, but after winning the election, this guy was sent away from the university. He was my friend. They gave him an expulsion from the university. They dismissed him until further notice, demoted him and all his committee. So we are facing a lot of crackdowns in every aspect that we can do the thing. So we need to have a common goal. We need to have a common strategy if we want to counter this man. But if we say that the European chapter has to get its own way of doing things, the American chapter has its own of doing things, the Arabian chapter has its way of doing things, without a common center where we all meet to make the process move, I bet we shall be only playing around the grass. But we should have a common ground where we all come and look for a common way of winning these issues so that they can be over in our country. On behalf of the European chapter, I thank you for the opportunity to put out this message to the countrymen and women. I thank you very much.
Thank you so much, comrade brother. Yes, unity is crucial. It is important that we unite. Otherwise, the dictator will continue to enjoy himself 37 years on. He's still in power. Thank you so much, MH. Yes, Comrade Paul and Jackson, please bear with me as I take James. I don't know if James, you're at work. If you're not, then we'll take Comrade Paul. James, could you confirm, are you on your break? Yes, your mic. Comrade James, I think, okay, I'm struggling to. Are you on your short break or?
I was saying take Paul. I'm at home. I'll come in. Just take Paul.
Great. Yep. Thank you. Yes, Brother Paul, how are you? Happy New Year. Please do speak to us. And we will be coming to MH's message. We'll go back to that message. Yes, Comrade Paul, please unmute, speak to us.
Hello, Dorcas, and everyone on the platform. I salute you and I wish you a successful 2024. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Thank you. Thank you so much. The same to you. Thank you.
Yes, I'm not going to differ from the previous speaker, who has used as an example recent activity that has occurred at the National Unity Platform headquarters, Kavule, where His Excellency, when we were remembering our foreign fellow Ugandans that we just remembered right now a few minutes ago, he mentioned that, Mugisha Muntu was there, Kizza Besigye was there, and a few other people we call opposition. So, which means that activity united them, and also it called upon religious leaders who are not scared of Museveni, but they only serve God. Because we must test ourselves. Can we really fear man? Man, how if you're a man of God, why do you fear man? Why can't you stand with God's word and stand with the truth? Because those events are on record and they're happening in Uganda in a record time. We're talking about our brothers and sisters who are sent to the Arab countries as slaves. It is a modern day slavery. You will be surprised that we have quite a lot of hypocrisy, starting from within our own people. We call that members of parliament or leaders from different sections. They will see things like that happening, but they won't say. His Excellency always says, our president-elect always says that if we see something wrong, if you don't like it, talk about it, or hate it. Or if you see someone who's sitting next to it, don't.
Ndowooza embeera mugiwulira era mugiraba, eyo nno ye Uganda mwe tuli, ensi y'abajjajjaffe, abakadde baffe gye balwanira okulanga etereera awo bweri kati nno bw'olaba nga waliwo ayimusa okwekwamanirako naawe oyimukiramu ne weekamwana kati abazungu nga bavuddeyo okutulwanirako nga bali wamu naffe ne bannayuganda bonna gye bali kiba kitegeeza naffe abali ku ground e Uganda abali yonna bannayuganda gye tuli tulina okukwatira awamu okulwana okulanga tutereeza eggwanga lyaffe okulanga tutereeza ensi eno asobola okugyeyagaliramu obuno omulimu si gwa muzannyo guno omulimu si gwa kusaaga obuvunaanyizibwa bw'eggwanga lino Uganda buli eri ffe era ffe tulina okutaasa ensi yaffe abaana baffe basobole okugyeyagaliramu ndowooza muwulira emyaka 37 egya Gen. Museveni naye nga buli kimu kiringa bwe kyagala buli kimu tekitegeerekeka n'olwekyo tulina kulwanira ddala okulanga Uganda tugizza ku mirembe ebeera ensi eyeesiimisa ebeera ensi ennungi ebeera ensi ennyonjo ffenna mutweyagalira kale mbaagala nnyo Mukama Katonda asaba bankuumire byebyo byaleero tujja kuba tuddamu ebigambo tubyogere bw'anaabakkiriza Dunda Lugaba Namugereka bataayi mweraba